Welcome to day 21 of the Trump administration. We had three new executive orders, which I don't really have that much of an opinion on because part of what I do is watching the reaction. Um, Aside from that, there was a fair amount of drama today relating to Kellyanne Conway, who serves in the administration, who appeared on Fox and Friends this morning of February 9th, that's today's date, and promoted Ivanka Trump's brand, even though it was just recently revoked by Nordstrom's, and Trump went in on them. Uh, and there's apparently some clause that dictates she can't do that. Um, and according to just the she was dealt with. Let's put it that way. Um, but it was really funny because I started thinking to myself as I went and looked up a little bit more stuff because I said I keep hearing her name over and over and over again, more than probably anybody in the administration aside from Trump himself. And that turns out to be for good reason. She's gotten into at least three controversies since he took office 21 days ago. Um, Now, let's remember, there was the alternate facts thing, and then there was the bowling, what was it, the Bowling Green massacre, something that didn't even happen. When I thought about those incidents, I said to myself, man hasn't even been in office a month, and she's getting all this attention for all these little controversies and statements she's making, and has been making since I think 2 days after he got in office is when this stuff started up. So I'm going to make a prediction, which is that she either cuts it out or she keeps it going and gets fired. Because she's drawing so much attention to herself that's really unwarranted. I mean, she's not in the news over anything other than being controversial. And you expect Trump to be in the news now because he's president. You expect, you hear something about Obama. It's usually, oh, he went on there was some kind of ski trip thing he went on recently. He was over there having a blast. You expect to hear about a person in the positive light when they're reported in the news. For the most part, that's famous, or they're putting out, releasing something, doing something. All she's doing is getting on TV and speaking in a manner that is either false, alternate facts, or the Bowling Green thing, massacre that didn't even happen, and just drawing unneeded attention to herself. So I'm making that prediction. Um, I give it about. It's kind of hard to do this. I don't think he would get rid of somebody this early on, but we haven't even been in this administration for a month, and she has a number of controversies already. I can imagine we get to the end of this 8 years and it's just this big long list of stuff. Um, I hope it doesn't continue. But yeah, that was today, and also the court struck down Trump's proposal to have his temporary ban, back in place. And he just keeps saying, if something happens, it's your fault. If something happens, it's your fault. And I mean, what can you really say about that? You know, he's putting a law in place to do something different. They don't want that new different thing. And, now if something happens, I mean, it kind of is. He tried to prevent it. Now, maybe not in the best manner, but I'm just saying. Um, he was being proactive. And last night there was the controversy with the woman in Arizona, the illegal immigrant who'd been here for 9 years living in the U.S., and people blocked the vehicle she was in. It's hard for me to believe that's all you have to do to stop someone from being deported. Just stand in front of the vehicle. Like, they don't have any cops to restrain those people. They don't have any National Guard, something. I mean, if you catch um, a terrorist in 9/11 now, and you know it's him, and people try to mess around thinking, oh, they got the wrong guy, I doubt the police are just going to let them stand there. But, it really is sad that a family gets separated over, this hawkish stance that it's not even. I know this isn't war related, but I don't know. I'm an amnesty guy, so I don't feel too bad about my opinion on the matter. But I didn't agree with it, and I just don't think protests at that point or at this point really are that effective. I mean, we just keep seeing they do the protest, the laws stay in place, do the protest, the laws stay in place. I just don't know what the point of it is other than to show your distaste for something which was already evident to them most likely before. You're arresting my mother, as this young lady last night who was the child of the woman said. So yeah, it's sad, but this is what people voted for, and I would implore the people involved with that protest last night to look into their gubernatorial election and actually, get some more people to vote in another way. And this is not an endorsement of the Democratic Party, but I keep stressing local elections. You've seen these lawmakers in New York and California that have said, "Oh, we're going to protect the illegal immigrants." Why don't you, in the next gubernatorial election in Arizona, which I think is in either in 2018 or 2020. It's one of those two. But why don't they look that up and at that point try to get somebody to run or be back somebody that will oppose the immigration thing? And I'm not even someone who believes in Democrats all that much anymore, but I think you'll find one of them that will say, "Yeah, I'm standing up," trying to show his little ambitious behind out. So yeah, thank you for watching and have a good night.